This is 7 News with Chris Barth.
Good evening.
This is 9 News with Peter Overton.
Good evening, friends.
Good evening, I'm Deborah Knight.
And I'm Bill Woods. Also, the parents of junior rugby league brawlers facing criminal charges.
And crunch time for the Eels as a young star tries to prove his fitness for the final.
Good evening. Residents of a Frankston apartment block are tonight being evicted after their building was declared a death trap.
This is 9 News with Peter Hitchener.
Good evening. New operation.
10 News at 5 with Mal Walden and Helen Kavalos.
Good evening from 10 News. Also tonight, emergency...
This is 7 News with Rod Young and Kay McGrath.
This is 9 News with Andrew Lofthouse and Melissa Downs.
Good evening. Well, if you're looking for a great...
Across Queensland, this is 10 News at 5 with Bill McDonald and Georgina Lewis.
Good evening. Also coming up, a woman's...
From the studios of 7 Perth, Rick Arden and Susanna Carr with Basil Zampelis and Natalia Cooper.
Good evening. Leading 7 News tonight.
This is 9 News.
The family of a 33...
Good evening, I'm Narelda Jacobs. Also tonight, thieves...
7 News with Jane Doyle and John Riddell.
Adelaide's 9 News with Rob Kelvin and Michael Smith.
Good evening. A woman...
10 News at 5 with George Danikian and Rebecca Morse.
Also tonight...
This is WIN News.
This is Southern Cross News with Kim Miller.
Good evening, those stories shortly, but first tonight...
This is WIN News.
This is 9 News with Jonathan Upton.
This is 7 Early News with Natalie Barr.
Good morning. Coalition leader...
This is the In-Flight News, presented for Qantas by the 9 Television Network of Australia.
Hello and welcome to the morning news. I'm Louise Creeley.
This is 7 Morning News with Ann Sanders.
Hello, welcome to 7 News. In just under an hour, Kevin Rudd and Tony Abbott will go ahead.
This is 9 News with Wendy Kingston.
Good morning. We begin with breaking news. Good morning. I'm Natasha Belling and welcome to 10's Morning News. Today, changes...
This is 7:30 News with Samantha Armitage.
Good afternoon. A pilot and nurse...
This is 9 News with Wendy Kingston.
Good afternoon. A shock decision from...
Good evening, I'm Sandra Sully.
And I'm Brad McEwen.
Welcome to 10's Late News.